I got to clear everything off my chair right now. I apparently not welcomed. Not welcome on set anymore.
Well, we're a top-rated TV show. They can't.
They're trying to kick us out.
Well, I'm just gonna come in. It's tribute to Al Snow. Okay. Well,
those are new ones. Those are new ones. Those aren't ones that Michael got back when he used to go to ECW shows and he was selling masks online. And he's like, man, I need a mannequin head to display these masks that I got from Mexico. Went to an ECW show and they start throwing them, giving them out for free. And Michael's scooping them up for free. So actually, if you look at some older pictures and some older masks from our website, the mannequin head is an ECW Al Snow mannequin head.
Man.
Little trivia.
We were. Now was that before or after they took his? Remember they took his toy.
Well before.
They took his toy out of Walmart because they said he.
Well, he had a severed head.
Yeah, he severed. Yeah, the head. So.
And then Mick Foley made fun of him.
Yeah, that's what I was reading about. They brought it was one of them memory things.
Yeah.
So he brought that up. So, okay, buddy.
All right, ready?
Oh man, that's Terry Funk figure over there. I've never seen.
There's a whole box of them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daddy Don't Work You Wrestle. Hit the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Well, I know our great viewers were waiting patiently to see if the law come in effect from last week, where we had to do whatever it was. We couldn't clap no more.
Jazz hands.
But we're here again, Bullet, to break the law. So much going on, Bullet. You know why I know we're in the last days. This is about over. I'm just telling you, not this. But listen, Bullet.
I can believe that.
This is what, and I may open up a can of worms right off the bat, but this just came to me. I meant to mention it last week, but anyway,
you're already blocking me out like the sun. You know what I'm saying? I'm very. My head is like on your shoulder. Like that's. It's gonna get to a point you're gonna be in front of me doing this.
That's show. I always wanted to do this. I always want to do it right here. Boy. Could we be three heads? No. Anyway, well, listen to me. Have you seen this? This has got to be the dumbest.
Definitely haven't seen what we just did right there.
This has got to be the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in the universe, Bullet.
Okay.
And I may be catching the back end of this late breaking news, but did you see where? Not that I've ever been in a store where Bath Beyond. Did you see where they removed their black pumpkins because they said that they were sensitive and they were they didn't call it racist. They just said that they were offensive to people. Okay, I know. So, but boy, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not. But when you were young, Bullet, black pumpkin meant it was rotten. Of course it's offensive.
It
right? I mean, yes. But anyway, they removed them all, Bullet, just for the sensitive reasons. But anyway, my question here, this ain't got nothing to do with what we're even talking about. But to me, that just means it's rotten. But anyway, I don't know anybody.
Or you just paint it black and then you paint stuff like something in white and then it stands out better.
But Bullet, I don't know who has time. You know how busy we get sometimes, okay? And boy, I don't know who has time to complain or just even question something.
Yeah, I'm missing the boat on that one. I'm gonna have to dig into that one. I don't know enough about that one to comment on. Whatever.
But they removed it.
If somebody says it's strongly offensive, fine. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of them. I don't care. That's pretty much my philosophy on everything right now. I don't engage in anything politically. But if you tell me that this person is an awful person, they should not be in power, I will vote against it. You tell me that this law and this thing needs to be passed for the betterment of society, I'll go do that. But I'm not going to engage any further than that.
Oh, I love that.
Other than surface conversation, I'm not digging deep anymore. I'm not picking up any more rocks politically. I'm not going to look at it anymore because it's all messed up.
Yes.
And we're all going to die.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly right. Bullet, brothers stuck on a plane overseas and we worried about a pumpkin. You see what I'm saying?
WWE employees are being held hostage by the Saudi government.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. I don't know. I'm confused. Can you be held hostage when you're holding somebody up for money?
No.
I don't know. I'm confused.
And Bullet, what is so
I
funny?
don't know. I know people say, well, Dave Meltzer said this, and then people say, no, Dave Meltzer's always wrong about everything. And then people are like, well, Dave Meltzer got this information from this so-and-so. Well, this so-and-so doesn't know everything. See, that's another thing, too. I don't want to get into the politics of pro wrestling because you tell me this is bad, fine, great, it's bad.
We're just going to agree with it.
I'm just going to agree with you.
But what's so funny about that, we got to hear, before all this mess of WWE dies down, we got to hear that, like, an actual, like, Sheik, Al Casey, or the Iron Sheik, we got to hear they were behind it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Before this thing dies out, we got to hear that they were behind it or something, okay? Or they were driving a plane or something.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. People use the word they were held hostage. Then people
mechanical trouble. We heard mechanical trouble.
Then we heard that they had not been paid for any of the shows since last September. And then all of a sudden, an unmarked payment of $6 million or $60 million just showed up. 60 or 60 million, I don't know. It was like 6 million just popped in right away, and they don't know where it came from. Like. Yeah. I don't know. I don't care. Guess what? I didn't get any of that money.
No, that's exactly.
I didn't get any of that blood money. So why should I care?
So, but I don't know. Bullet, and then we'll move on. I don't know if the crew would have went back if they hadn't got paid for any of the other ones. I don't know. We do. Ain't that the thing?
And also too, let me say this. I'm gonna dip a little bit in politically, and I'm gonna pop back out. Everybody who complained about WWE going there and all of the human rights, the women's rights, gay rights, all those things that the Saudi government are very much against. And I remember Triple H saying, like, look, I'm aware of all these things, but if we don't work with these people, we won't be able to affect change or move forward. And then we just now had the first ever female match in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
You can criticize because they're wearing T-shirts or because of this or it seemed contrived or you can make all those critiques. But the point is it happened.
Yes. Exactly.
And it wouldn't have happened if they would have went there a couple times before and worked with them and be like, hey, you want to see The Undertaker? You want to see Shawn? We'll do all these things. And they got to a point that they could have the first ever female professional wrestling match in Saudi Arabia ever, which hopefully inspires people.
Right,
hopefully
exactly.
instills change. Hopefully makes a difference in this world. And if they're just like, no, we will not work with them whatsoever, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Now, you could say that doesn't make a difference, but things like that, representation, just small little pushes, little nudges in society do make a difference.
Right, I totally agree.
If you just were like, no, we're better than that, we're not taking your money, then that wouldn't have happened. So.
I love every bit of that, boy. And what about the women's match? That's the first thing I heard. Of some goofball said that they didn't have their regular gear on.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking if you knew how forward,
how many steps they had to get to that.
Exactly. Holy cow! And then what was it? One of the girls that worked got out of the ring and went over and kissed on the forehead one of the ladies in attendance, and there was a little bit of heat over that. But I totally agree with you, Bullet. Progress was made, I think, over
even
that.
if it's the smallest little nudge, and you're going to complain it wasn't all the way this, or it was that, whatever. It was a nudge.
Yeah.
And it was a nudge that wouldn't exist if you didn't do that.
And what is so funny is, you hear about wrestlers, should they go over there or shouldn't they go over there? And then I'm thinking about here in our own hometown land, some of the promoters that we work for,
wouldn't even do that. Wouldn't even make that big of a stance.
Are worse than over there.
Yeah,
holy cow!
Absolutely. Listen, if you're going to make an entire documentary about Johnny Cash playing for Richard Nixon and his songs choices, which I felt was even the Man in Black kind of rolling it back a little too far. Like, I felt he could have gone a little far. If you make an entire Netflix documentary on that little thing, then this is a big deal.
Hey, a bad check is a bad check. You see what I'm saying? Whether you get it over there or whether I'm getting it in, like...
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Not to be overly specific. Well, listen, he keeps saying he's going to book me, but he don't. Yeah. So, I mean, I can say what I want.
So much going on, folks, but we're just here to educate. Bullet. We think, and I know somebody's going to complain about us doing this show in clothes.
Yeah.
Bullet, okay? But if y'all know the progress and the progression and the movement here to get us here, Bullet, they would be very
I know
effective.
you're complaining that he is so far in front of me right now that you can't
What
see
am I
me.
doing,
But
Bullet?
you don't understand the progress that I've made just to get to this point that I'm this close to being side by side by him. You don't understand the progress that I've made just to get to this point right now. No, I'm not all the way here yet, and I'll never be here.
But
Well,
we're-
hopefully I'll be here one day, but right now I'm hoping to get here. But for right now, I'm right here. This is where I'm at right now.
Boy, I feel it. It feels. We got to get out the index card. I'm just telling you, boy. We may have.
There's no need to.
We have to get the index
Your
card.
elbow is hitting my elbow right now.
Boy, speaking of football, such a work. Boy, if the NFL is not laughing at all of us when you saw the Green Bay, who has been running over everybody, he must
Allegedly. Everybody
yeah.
talks about how good they are this year. I think they're about where they should be.
Personally,
it's
I don't
Aaron
think-
Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers. They should be this good.
Yeah.
Don't talk about how great they are. It's good and it's surprising first-year coach that it's going to work, but it's Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day.
Exactly. Personally, I don't think Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend, Dana Trevatic, was there. Remember, she's opposite of Jessica Simpson. I mean, brother, he plays, man, he's showing off like high school.
When she
Man.
was there for that Bears game last year, opening day, woo! That was and they kept shooting her, and she's just like, I can't believe he's doing this. I'm like, you know who you with?
Bullet, and I have never doubted Aaron Rodgers, but when they beat the Cowboys a couple games ago, I'll never forget this, Bullet, and I shared it last week, but there was a play where Green Bay had challenged or something. Well, Aaron Rodgers, and all the players are on the field waiting for the video thing, but Aaron Rodgers gets up, he walks all out of the huddle, walks back over, takes his helmet off, puts his hat on, and you can see him mouth reading to his coach, and he's telling him, we ain't going to get that call. But the coach is waiting. The whole team said, yes, we are. And Aaron Rodgers goes over and sits on the bench. They didn't get the call.
He's great.
But-
Don't get me wrong, but he is kind of a diva. He is very very diva-ish.
I mean, well, the whole stadium was watching because they had challenged, and everybody, even the ring announcers were saying they're going to get this call. And Aaron Rodgers only played. He said, no, we're not. And he switched, put his ball cap on, went and sat down, reading the Sunday newspaper, and he was right. And the whole NFL was crazy. So anyway, they got beat. Our beloved Hill Patriots got beat. But let me tell you, to make this believable, remember we were ready to give Tom Brady the trophy and all this guy, but they got to let him. You got to get a little heat up on him first.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
We were talking about this defense that the Patriots had. Like, you had to go back to like pre-World War II to figure out how good they were. But Lamar Jackson is for real, and I dig Lamar. I liked him in college, and I didn't know where he was going to fit in the NFL. But like this year compared to last year, like, you could see he's improved, and that's what I like seeing in players is improvement from year to year to year.
Right.
Which, you know, we could say that about Dak, that he's been kind of leveling off here. That was pretty good, but whatever with Lamar, there is a distinct change and an improvement. And even in the post game after the show, he pulled a Tom Brady after beating the Patriots, where he was still mad about a certain throw in like the second quarter. He was like, "Man, I should have made that throw. Like I had him right where I wanted him." And he won the game, sizable against the Patriots,
Yes.
like undefeated team, but he's still mad because of one throw. So I like that. I like that in a player, that he's still that obsessed. He's figuring it out, and hopefully he can keep his body together. Unlike Cam Newton, who's got to see like a third doctor now in the season.
I know.
I just hope Lamar can keep going, because he's exciting to watch.
And I don't know if you've been able to see it yet, but I had just put it up on my website. It's the first time I'd ever seen it, but there's no telling the footage from the NFL films and all this kind of stuff. But I actually have footage on my website now of Chief Wahoo McDaniels when he played. And this is live footage when he played for the Jets. And guess who they're playing? They're playing the Patriots back in the day. Wahoo intercepts, the only interception he ever had. Okay? Wahoo intercepts it and runs it back 40 yards for a touchdown. And the old wooden post, and it's got his name on the back. And, of course, you can hear the announcer saying, guess who, Wahoo. And you know what's so cool? I said, okay, all that's cool, and you can see Wahoo running, kind of like we run. But I got to say, what does he do with the ball Okay, did he pull out a Sharpie? What did they do in the 50s?
Yeah, what did they do? Because they hadn't spiked the ball yet.
Did he get a cell phone out of the
goal
post, you know, and call his friends? No. He just handed the ball back to the referee. I mean, okay, I guess they didn't do the celebrations
the
last
Wahoo
year.
Chop or anything?
I know. Gosh, he didn't like
Also, Wahoo McDaniel, Vince McMahon's favorite football player because he doesn't know any other football players.
He didn't.
Even though he paid Lawrence Taylor all that money,
he
didn't know of any other football players.
Yeah, in the fridge. You know,
he gave fridge money. So, Bill Fralick, you know, Ernie Ladd. Can't think of any other football players.
Bullet, so much to talk about real quick. We just returned back. I want to give a big hats off. We just got back from Mississippi this past weekend.
How was that?
Bullet, it was very good. It was the first time. Speaking of progress and movement forward, they got a huge.
Progress in Mississippi.
Pickatoon. I know I'm not saying it right, Mississippi, but they have a huge festival. It's one of these festivals, Bullet, where they put it on a street in a small town and 100,000 people come. You don't know where these people come from, but crafts and stuff like this. But this was the first year that they had pro wrestling there. Now, that can either go good or bad if it's going to be returned. But anyway, so I put some guys in a car and we went out there, and Chase Stevens came down. The promoter had Chase Stevens come down, and Bullet, it was unbelievable. It was there was a lot of crafts and stuff going on. The funnel cake trailer guy was very Bullet Jake Manning-ish and George Southish. I guess they had moved his funnel cake truck trailer from where it used to be all those other years to up here now, okay, with just a ring in front of it. And the whole morning he was kind of complaining. Well, I don't understand why they made me move. I don't understand why. I've been down there 40 years and this year. But, as you know, once the time come close, about 30 minutes before bell time, Bullet, here comes all these people. I don't know where they come from. And all of a sudden, Bullet, there's 500 people around his funnel cake trailer, okay? And all of a sudden, brother's attitude changed real quick. I think he sold out of funnel cakes. And, of course, he's thanking everybody when it's over, hoping he gets that same spot this coming year. So it was a great time, Bullet. We're hoping to go back. Found out that they do the festival twice a year, believe it or not, and they were very happy with everything. I gotta make a point. I'm not making fun. I just think it's kind of crazy how people are. You know, of course, the ring. We're outdoors. There's only one ring within 4 states, and we got it right there. My gimmick table is like right in front of it, and this is no lie, Bullet, no joke intended, no punchline. I had 4 people come over to my table and ask me, did I know where the wrestling was going to be? This is a true story. The second person, I said, yeah, I think it's up there by the Walgreens. Bullet, they left. I feel bad because they're probably still up at the Walgreens looking, but one guy leaned against the ring like this, said, you know where the wrestling's going to be? Bullet, and they're serious. And I said, no, no. But anyway, it was a great time. Bullet, this week real quick, almost as soon as we be leaving here after training tonight, StarCast will be my first appearance. Bullet, I'm thinking of you because they've got...
I'm just saying, when they put you on stage and they have a live microphone in your hand, if you're not doing what you do on this camera every Tuesday,
Bullet,
you have made a mistake. Whoever is moderating that panel has made a horrible judgment. You have not pulled out the best of this man like I do every Tuesday here on this number one radio
Well, listen
program.
to me. The night before, there's actually a wrestling show going on, and I'm going to be there. Our friend Colt Cabana's going to be there.
Okay.
You know that Maryland, and he's actually going to be involved. I just got to lock up with him one time, Colt.
Are you in a match with him?
Yes, it's like an 8-man. I mean, like an 8-man thing.
You need to be like, because he's a big fan of Jimmy Valiant.
Oh.
You should do all your Jimmy Valiant stuff with Colt Cabana. He would love it.
Yes. Well, I've looked at both teams, and I think they have Barry Horowitz. I don't think he's working. I think he's like their manager. But Colt's the only one I know out of the whole. So out of process of elimination, I'm going straight to him.
You need to do what you do to me. You're like, I don't know these other outlaws. You're the only person I trust, Colt.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to tell him.
I ain't got no Bullet Jake Manning, so you're stuck.
No, you're my Bullet Jake Manning. Remember I told you that time at TV when Ivan, T. Joe Khan, and Vladimir, the big killer one. Hit the ring on us. Me, Tommy Young, and me, Tommy Angel, and David Isley, and we didn't even talk. I think it was Gary Roll, one of us. But anyway, we didn't even talk between us, but we knew when they hit the ring on us, they were getting ready for the Road Warriors. That all of us, it was just like that Spider women's intuition said, we're going for Ivan. So all three of them men hit the ring, and all three of us went running straight for Ivan, because out of the three, he was going to be the easiest one. And I'll never forget, we scared Ivan for a minute, because here comes three guys, and he stopped. It startled him, and it's on TV. It startled him, and then, of course, we started bumping just for Ivan. But that's how it's going to be with Colt. I'm going straight. First time for me, very, very excited about that. But having Barry Horowitz involved just makes me always
nervous.
Well, no, not nervous, but refreshes back to our round table, one of the first round tables that we ever did.
Going through his pills. Going through his pills the whole time.
And all we need is Sal Lord Blomo say, "Man, my day, $100,000 is a lot of money."
And that's what you just went. $100,000 is a lot of money now.
What the heck? Let's end this conversation right now. So anyway, Starcast Bullet be my first time, so I'm very, very excited. Let's see what all this is about. Very excited to be there, and of course be coming back home on Saturday. One more thing. Next, and I'll talk about next week too, Bullet, but just let our fans know a little bit ahead. Friday night in Shelby, I'm very excited about this. We're going to do a Smile for Kyrie. It's that young lady that is actually, we're raising money. She's going to get her smile fixed. So everybody in town knows her. We've got the newspaper. Here, this is a funny story, Bullet. I don't want to pay for an ad, for the newspaper, because I'll find somebody to give me one. Okay, so. Spoke to several newspapers, Bullet, and all. They don't, even though we're doing it for a fundraiser, for charity, or whatever. A lot of them wouldn't help me. But then, funny how the circle of life goes back around. A couple of them needed a couple things. They were going to charge me, but they needed some sound system. They needed for several Halloween things they were doing. And amazing how I couldn't help them. You see, all of a sudden I couldn't. I could have helped them, but I didn't help them. So they're going to try to charge me for an ad. But anyway, we're going to see. That's of course 2 weeks away. We're going to see how that is. Of course, then Big Wrestlecade comes to town. Bullet the whole weekend. Of course, you'll be there, right?
I'll be there, but I won't be doing as much as I normally do. I'll be pretty laid back. I might only be there one day. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. It'd be very laid back, Jake Manning. We'll see what happens.
Of course, Freight Train coming up show for Christmas. I just saw before around December. I know that's a little ways
locked
away.
Up. All matches are in a cage.
Oh,
because guess what? We're going to set it up early.
Oh, that's very good.
I ain't taking it down till the show's over.
I love that. When you first put this together, it's very George Southish. Okay, Bullet. There's probably just one cage match or two scheduled, but when you put your touch on it,
I'm gonna do a bunkhouse stampede. I'm gonna do a bunkhouse stampede match. I'm gonna have all kinds of stuff. I might even do electrified cage. I don't know.
Bullet.
I don't know. We'll see.
The last battle of Charlotte, maybe without the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But budget's top. Budget's kind of low for that. So anyway, anything for you this week? I know you got a lot.
I'll be wrestling as Deadpool this weekend in Minneapolis. So make sure you come out to GalaxyCon in Minneapolis, and then of course I have GalaxyCon in Louisville also this month as well. So
and did they get a quick fan question? Have they redid the mask to help you a little bit or no?
No, I'm still gonna die. I'm still gonna die.
You're gonna die as Deadpool.
Still gonna die.
Special guest.
We got Spider-Man.
We got Spider-Man.
I haven't seen Spider-Man.
Yeah, come here, Jason Kate. Special guest here, Jason. Special guest on the show. Now we're not.
Make sure you're all the way in front of me.
Yeah, now we're not. So we got Spider-Man. Not the Spider-Man that actually. Remember the one Hero Con, whatever, he about died. Remember the one?
Yeah, the one. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. That was the Peter Parker Spider.
The Peter Parker.
Yeah. I'm Miles Morales Spider.
I just say careful when we're talking about Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, allegedly we don't want to get sued. Yeah, Jason, sit up.
Go take a seat.
Sorry, we ain't got no seats.
No, I got a seat over here. You move it all around. It don't make a difference to me.
Yeah, please, special guest. We got a little bit of budget here.
What do we? I'll sit right here.
Yeah.
There you
go. Special guest.
Make sure, there you go. Right
there we go.
That's right.
Special guest.
Right,
on Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle. Sorry, we ain't got nothing for you Well, I only got one bottle.
Well,
of water.
if you want to get to this, we can have.
Oh yeah,
this.
yes. Oh, special idiot bag.
Oh, idiot bag.
The special idiot bag.
Yeah.
You gotta hold it.
You gotta hold the idiot bag.
Okay.
Hold the idiot bag.
Oh yeah, not that you're in the idiot bag.
Not
Okay,
okay,
I'm
but you hold it.
But listen to this, Jason, just a little history here on this famous idiot bag. Of course, we've been throwing people in the idiot bag from all walks of life.
Oh,
okay?
I watch the show.
Oh, dude.
I'm a
Oh,
viewer.
gosh.
I'm one of the viewers.
He's one of the 99 people that watch.
I'm one of the
dang.
viewers.
One of the less than 100 people.
I'm blushing right now. Okay, I'm
I'm
blushing.
one-
We actually got somebody that watches.
Yeah, I'm one of the
Anyway,
viewers. I was
we-
just wondering if you did the idiot bag.
Well,
yet.
yes, we do. We're getting ready to. We actually had an official bag that one of our fans drew for us, and of course, believe it or not, it was misplaced here.
Oh.
I don't know how that happened.
Misplaced.
But Bullet's beloved mama, Mrs. Bullet, actually handmade this bag. Can you believe that?
It showed up. It says idiot bag.
Oh, very, very. She did that for me because I wasn't.
She did that while recovering from a heart attack. Just to let you know.
wow.
Oh yes,
Oh, wow.
I know.
This is
That's a
special.
shoot
This
too.
is
That's a shoot.
special.
So here we go. Idiot bag, Jason. If you don't mind, Bullet. Let me tell you something. Everybody knows we throw anybody that is qualified to go in this bag. Bullet. Listen to this real quick. Last night, Monday Night Football. My beloved Dallas Cowboys. Okay, play. Okay.
Somebody's a Giants fan.
No
Somebody's a
sound
Giants
effects. But listen to this. JSK come to what do you call it when you?
He came to stick up for Pat Shermer.
Yeah. Poor Eli sitting at home saying, what? But listen, boy, I don't know if you saw the game last night, but maybe around the third quarter. I know Jason saw it, but about the third quarter, Bullet, only this could happen in the NFL. Now listen to me. All of a sudden, they have to stop the game. Okay? Guess why? A black cat got loose. Did you see that, Jason?
saw it.
I don't know if you saw it. But a black cat. I'm talking about didn't just get loose. A black cat runs out on the field, okay, and just stops everything. $100 million production, okay. The cat stops. Now he didn't stop on. Luckily, he didn't stop. If that's been in Dallas, he would have stopped on the helmet on the star like T.O. did when he made fun of the Cowboys.
He did.
But I'd have killed the cat. But anyway, but listen. So the cat's out on
And
the
then
field.
Darren Woodson would have came up and tackled the cat and said, "Not on this
Man,
side."
those were the good days.
And
okay?
then Emmett Smith would come out and grab another cat and spike him right down the star.
Man, those were the good days of football, boy. They can't do any of that, okay? But anyway, well, listen to this. Here's what I'm getting at here. I'm not. So the cat's out there. The cat's loose. They shut the show down, okay? Stop clock, stop production, trying to catch this cat, okay? And it's amazing when you see how stupid people are when they're trying to catch this cat, okay? But here's what I'm getting at. So they finally... It takes about 40 people to shoo this black cat, like in other words, I think they didn't make the cat move. I think the cat just got tired and just had done his thing, okay?
The cat got tired of Booger McFarland doing commentary on this cat running around.
Bullet, he'd done run.
Booger McFarland's like, you really need to catch this cat and so you can get off the field. No kidding, Booger. Thanks for putting out the obvious.
He had done run his laps, okay, the cat, and so he goes through the tunnel, okay? So no big deal. So you say, George, why am I throwing? But listen, Bullet, here's what I'm doing. I'm not throwing the cat in the idiot bag. I am throwing security at the stadium because guess what?
Why?
Jason, I don't know if you even heard this. I got an update on my flip phone coming over here. The cat is still loose.
He's still at large.
He's still at large. Do you understand, Bullet? They cannot find. So here's what I'm getting at. I'm not throwing the cat. I'm throwing security in there.
Yeah.
Bullet.
Should.
And I ain't giving no. I know how copycat people do when they watch this great show. I don't want nobody to go out and blow the stadium up. But Bullet, how is your security? No, listen to me. Let me finish.
Okay, you're taking a big stance right
I
here.
don't know, but how is your security if you can't find a cat? Do you understand? Do you know how simple? I'm talking early Clint Eastwood movie-ish, 1970-ish, okay? You know when them psycho people make that, trigger up that little bomb and they put plastic on it? But all you got to do is stick it to the side of a cat. Now, don't y'all try this at home, okay? Or Amtrak's. I'm not talking about the rock and roll band, Michael Lee. I'm talking about the Amtrak stuff that kills you.
When did this show turn into an anarchist club? That's what I want to know.
But Bullet, seriously, Bullet. If you can't, they can't find it. They can't capture this cat.
Well,
this
here's
cat
what's
is
funnier
running.
too. A female sportscaster was talking about that and was like, "Oh yeah, I've been a sideline reporter there before. But there's always cats running around. Apparently, they just let cats roam free at MetLife Stadium."
Anyway, I'm throwing the security, stadium security, Bullet, they wouldn't let me and you through with a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? You couldn't even get in with your toothpaste. But I'm throwing the football stadium NFL security in the idiot bag. The cat is still at large, Bullet, running the streets. In the stadium. They think he's up under the seats somewhere.
Okay.
So, but that's not the point, Bullet. That cat should have been already released. Do you see what
Into
I'm
the
saying? Into the wild. But they can't find him. All I'm saying, keep it in
That
mind.
cat should be eating out of the dumpsters at LT steak restaurant, like just up the street.
I commend that cat.
And me too. And you know what it reminds me of? Remember a couple years ago here at the Panther Stadium when the 3 high school buddies, remember this Mike Lee with the mountain climbing equipment, walked right into the stadium.
Those weren't high school buddies. Those were people doing a protest against Bank of America. Those people were actual anarchists.
But boy,
So-
they got in that whole stadium with all of that stuff on, and then got caught when they were coming down the side of the stadium. All I know is, but let me tell you something. If I was Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, something like that, Joe's Tire and Grill, you get your oil changed and eat a waffle all in the same day. Boy, I'd post some advertisement on the side of that cat.
Get
You,
you.
100
Get
million, I'm waiting for the NFL to find that cat because I'm sure you know what I'm saying. They find a football player if he wears anything. Very, Pete Rozelle was back in the day.
OBJ.
But anyway, so he stowed the security stowed in the idiot bag for this week. But they haven't found the
up.
cat. Okay.
There you go.
Jason, anything you'd like to add? Where you at, Jason?
He's with me.
no,
We're
I'm-
thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's aptly timed.
Well, I didn't know if we could promote him as Racta Man without the hood on. You know what I'm saying? There's still kids that believe.
I'm doing
okay?
something special on Wednesday, but then I have Minnesota FSCW. This is Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
very good.
GalaxyCon.
Oh, very good. So, of course, let me ask you one quick question. I've got fans that's asking the guest on you. Have you made the comedy place near our barbecue place yet? It's always important. Remember,
Not this month because of the Thanksgiving and all that stuff.
Okay.
But yes, I definitely have done that recently.
Oh yeah, very good,
good.
very good.
It's good times.
Very good. All right, folks, listen to me. If you're out chasing a cat, be sure if you catch him that both of you sit down and
Read the second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com. If you want to know more about what me and Jason are doing this weekend at GalaxyCon, make sure you follow me and not him on social media at Manscount Manning
Follow
on
me.
Twitter and on at Manscount Manning on
We're the four
Instagram.
horsemen.
This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
good show. Thank you,
You should
Jason.
follow me too.
I got it.
Jason, thank you, buddy. Good to see
I
you,
didn't know
man.
you were up here.
Oh, buddy, I sneak in and sneak out.
Mike Lee told me you were here.
Oh, buddy, we sneak in.
I had to come. He said you were doing the show.
Well, you know they still